Hey guys, welcome to the unboxing and early review of the iPhone 12 mini. Now, when I say mini, this thing really is mini. They weren't messing around. The box it comes in is really tiny. Let's get into the unpacking itself with that very satisfying open. And there it is, the iPhone 12 mini black variant. Right off the bat, this thing is beautiful, but super glossy. More on the phone later. Inside, you get the SIM card ejector tool, as well as a manual that's all really tiny, just like everything else on this. You have the sticker, as well as the Type-C to Lightning cable as well that's included. And that's about it. That's all you have in the box. Another satisfying peel, and there you have it, the iPhone 12 mini. Compared to my current phone, the Mi 10T, you can really see how significantly small this really is. Let's begin by doing the setup, which is a very straightforward process. All you need to do is enter all of your information for the Apple ID, and that's about it. Very secure, very fast, very quick setup for your phone. This little guy comes running iOS 14 right out of the box, and there you have it. That's the iPhone 12 mini. First things first, I set up the Face ID on this, and yes, it works really well, really fast, all the time. No issues whatsoever. Let's talk about the build quality and overall design of the iPhone 12 mini. Now, it fits into your pocket like no other phone has. At the bottom, you have the charging input, microphone, and bottom-facing speaker, while on the right side of the phone, you have the power button. The power button is slightly longer than most power buttons I've seen. On the left, you have the volume rockers, as well as the silent-unsilent switch. Both the front and back are made of glass, and you have an aluminum frame surrounding it. The phone does feel very comfortable in hand, even though originally I didn't think it would. You have a Super Retina OLED display with HDR10 and 625 nits brightness. It has the top-of-the-line A14 Bionic chipset and 2227 mAh battery. You've got dual 12-megapixel cameras at the back, one wide and one ultra-wide. The camera performance obviously is really good on iPhones, and this one is no exception to that. You can have 4K, 24 FPS, 30 FPS, 60 FPS. The sharpness is on point, the HDR is on point. Overall colors look really good. Nothing seems oversaturated. The portrait mode could be a little bit better with the depth sensing, but overall images do look really good. Especially the HDR does really well with the colors. Now, the wide lens at the back is really wide, and the distortion control is pretty decent as well, and you can get a lot more information even with the front camera shooting wide. Alright, so this is now the front camera recording at 4K 30 FPS. What you're going to see on YouTube is going to be the downscaled version to 1080p, but as you can see, the image quality is quite nice. Now, I've been doing a lot of Android phones in the past, and this definitely looks better than all of them when it comes to video, and I can say that without a doubt. Even the HDR performance, the back is fully blown out in real life, but this manages it without making it completely overexposed. So this looks pretty good overall. I would say the colors, the skin tones definitely look awesome. This is I can barely open my eyes. This is like direct harsh sunlight. And if I get into the shade right now, perfect seamless transition, perfect control. The HDR maintenance and overall exposure control just works really well. iPhone does it really well, and the mini is no exception for that. This is the back camera recording with the ultra wide angle lens, and as you can see, the amount of information fit in is insanely large. So it looks pretty good. The colors, HDR as usual, working really well as well. Really wide image and looks very nice. Like I said, the bitrate, the performance overall on the iPhone video is always really good, and the mini does really well in that regard. The HDR performance, the sharpness, the colors, everything that I mentioned before really look good on this. No points in the image are overexposed or look weird or have artifacts. Overall, it just looks like a very well-balanced image and looks really nice and clean. We also snuck in a quick little gaming review. As you guys can see, performance on this was running on high graphics, high everything, and the A14 handles that like it's nobody's business, and it works really well overall. Gaming on this does feel a lot of fun. Even the screen size not too terrible. All the different apps that I used, the screen size didn't feel too small, and I kind of enjoyed using it overall. Speaking of being great overall, we got a bunch of cases from Gear 4 and UAG. If you guys have seen UAG cases before, they're pretty heavy duty, very hefty, and protect your phone really well. So they have a huge selection. Some of these are going to be obviously very heavy duty and very protective, while the others are more minimalistic and make your phone look very sleek and stylish overall. Definitely worth checking out. All the links are going to be in the description. To be fair, it is quite early for us to give you a conclusive answer on what we think about the Mini since we have had it for a very limited period of time. But just from that limited usage, I can tell you this is a pretty powerful phone packed in a tiny body. Oh, some people thought the notch was slightly bigger. This isn't really true. It's just that the screen is smaller. The notch remained the same, so it seems a little bit bigger. The bezels are on the side, may look a little bit outdated to others, but I think it's a nice clean finish. Overall, I still can't give you full statistics on battery life and usability because, like I said, I used it for a very limited period of time. But if you guys are keen on knowing whether this is worth an upgrade from an iPhone 11 or the 11 Pro, then we definitely should be making a video on that in the future. Let us know in the comments if that's something you would want to check out. For now though, if you're thinking about getting the 12 mini and you're contemplating it, I would say it's a pretty decent yes from me. So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was the unboxing and early review of the iPhone 12 mini. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button so we know you want to see more of this kind of content in the future, and we'll see you again in the next video.